Hello my dear student, how are you? Welcome to our bio class. So all of the student, Shayon, Sindila, Shatani, Koniket, Shorashish, Gaurav, Rasdeep, Anubhav, Shoham, Shudipto, Dishari, Shomojit, Oendrila, Kamkon, Debarun, Shomoditto, Shutanu, Srijita, Devolina, Nirupama, Ishan, Krishnashish, Arushi, and Shouresh, Roshmi, Debargo, Shapturshi, Shomojit, and the Koshani and Abhi. All of the students are welcome to our special class for you. That is the CBSE class 7 Nutrition in Plants. This chapter is very easy but very important for your class. Not only in the class 7, in this chapter, it is ultimately we discuss about the photosynthesis. You know this chapter, photosynthesis. It is also be in the class 10 syllabus, also in the class 11 syllabus. So now today we discuss about some basis of the photosynthesis. That means the nutrition in plants. So this chapter is very important for the Science Olympiad exam and also for your NET entrance exam. So this chapter is very important. So we are dividing the whole syllabus into the day 5. But today is the day 1. So what is we are discuss about in the day 1? In the day 1 we discuss about the mode of nutrition and another one topic, that is the photosynthesis part 1. In the day 2, in the next 2 weeks, we discuss about the day 2, that is the photosynthesis part 2. And in the day 3 syllabus, other mode of nutrition in plants, and day 4 saprotrophs, and in day 5 how the nutrients and replenish the soil. Also today we have some quiz, so please carefully learn all of this topic in the chapter. After the finish this topic, we have a quiz. After that we got completed this topic. After that also the one of the most important quiz is there. After the class is completed, within 2 hours, I give you a homework in the YouTube description box. This question is most important from our day 1. So please you download this file and complete all of the homework because these questions are more important in your school. So now we are start the mode of nutrition, the most important and very easy topic for you. So mode of nutrition. At first we try to understand what are the nutrients. So the nutrient are the certain substance are present in the food. You take the different type of food in every day, like we take the meat, we take the fish, we take the rice, we take the wheat, and we also take some oils. Right? All this is are the food. And food. So if we ask a definition of food, what are the food? So you are told that foods are the substance which gives energy and helps the growth. So we are take the food not for our taste, not for our desire. That means the food is have the another importance, that is the most importance, that is the gives energy. We work all of the different physiological function every day, all of the activities. It is depend on the energy, but from where we get the energy? From the food. Another one, in every day, the growth are happening inside our body. It is internal growth are happening, also some external growth are happening. But how it is possible? Possible by the food. And in the food, certain substances are present, which is most important. This is called the nutrient. So nutrients are very important for why? Nutrients are important for the survival of the organism. Without nutrient, we cannot survive. Because nutrients are help all of the physiological function in our body, which is happening continuously. So nutrient present where? In the food. But in the food items, a different type of nutrient is there, like the carbohydrate, like the proteins, like the fats, like the vitamins, like the minerals, like the water. You know any source of carbohydrate? Please you write in the live chat box. Any source of the carbohydrate. Most commonly, which one you are eat for the carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is the most important type of food or the nutrient that is important for the energy, for our growth. Very good. All of the students write down the source of the carbohydrate. Very good. And the source of the carbohydrate are rice or wheat. Very, very good. All of the students please input in the live chat box. Another one nutrient that is also be necessary, that is a protein. But please now you live chat, you write down the any source of protein. Any source of protein. But why the protein is important for your body? Because you know the protein is the most important structural element in your body. So every day we take the proteins. Right? Very good. Protein is there in the meat, in the fish, in the soybeans and all others like pulses. They have the lots of sorts of the proteins. Another one is the fat. Fat is the energy giving fat, energy giving nutrient. And now you write down the source of the fat in the live chat box. Source of the fat. Very good. Write down all of the students. Kaushani, Shoresh, Arushi. Please write down. Right, very good. That is the oil. Oil is the most important source of the fat and it gives the lots of energy. But if you are take the excess amount of fat, so the most important problem is arise, that is the obesity. So you do not take the much more amount of fat. Only some limited amount of fat is necessary. You take only on it. And Shatami, clear? And this is the most important some protective type of food, that is the vitamins and minerals. Vitamins, you know, that is the most important type of food. It is give you immunity. And also the minerals, that is like the same function. It is also take the important role for improvement of your immunity. So you do not take only the rice, only the wheat, not only the fish or not only the meat. Many students I know, they only take the potato, right? They take the rice, they take the chapati like the roti and some meat and fish, but they do not eat the vegetables. Because you know the vegetable is the most important source of the vitamins and minerals, and lots of fruits is there. Like you know the orange. Why? Orange is a source of which vitamin? Please you write down in the live chat. Orange in the source of which vitamin? Very good. Orange is the source of vitamin C. And the minerals that is so important, like the sodium, like the potassium, like the calcium, all of these minerals generally we take from the vegetables. So you eat the vegetables in every day for fulfillment your vitamins and minerals need necessity. Now the most important things, that is the water. In your body, approximately 70% is the water. So water takes the important role for your survival. So you take the sufficient amount of water in every day. Otherwise, the human beings are affected in various ways. You know, some kidney problems arise, another different types of problems arise who do not take the sufficient amount of water. So you take the sufficient amount of water in every day. So this is the different type of nutrient, and all these type of nutrient are present in the food. right? Now we go to the next part. That is what is the nutrition? What is the nutrition? Nutrition is a process by which the organism takes in the food and utilizes in order to survive. So food is a very important substance, and in the nutrition process we intake the food and utilize the food. This is called the nutrition. But according to the based of the mode of nutrition, the organism are divided into the two categories. One is the autotrophic organism, another one is the heterotrophic organism. But what is the autotrophic organism? We already know that. The autotrophic organism, that means they can prepare their own food by the process of the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is the most important process. So please you give you one example of autotrophic organism. Write down in the live chat. Which one is the autotrophic organism? Give any example. All of the students, please write down in the live chat box. Very good. That is the plants. Plants is the show important example of the autotrophic organism. But plants, they can perform the photosynthesis process. So what is the photosynthesis process? So photosynthesis is a process, you already know it, that is the two important raw materials is needed. What is the raw material is important in the photosynthesis? That is the carbon dioxide and the water. That is react together in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And what is produced now? Produce the glucose and oxygen. And oxygen is act as a byproduct. So this is the photosynthesis process that is happening in the plants. So plants can prepare their own food. So they are called the autotrophic organism. Very good. But the human beings, you are not the autotrophic organism because you cannot perform the photosynthesis. But why you cannot perform the photosynthesis process? Because you have no chlorophyll, right? So we are following the heterotrophic type of nutrition. Heterotrophic types of nutrition, that means the organism cannot produce their own food, so they are dependent on others. So heterotrophic organism cannot produce their own food. Like human beings, the example of the heterotrophic organism, because the chlorophyll is not present there. Now is the quiz time. Now our quiz time. All of the students, are you ready for the quiz? So at first student who input the first, they get the 1 point. So but must be the answer is right. If the wrong answer, if you put it first, so you get also the -1. So very carefully write down the answer of our quiz. So most important one thing is there. 1 second please. So first question, first quiz question, mode of the nutrition in plants. This is our first topic. And first question is the material which is not required by the plants to prepare their food is option A, carbon dioxide, B, water, C, minerals, and D, oxygen. Please write down the answer very fast. Okay, now you show the answer. So the oxygen is the answer, because In the photosynthesis process, oxygen are produced, not involved, right? So your answer are the oxygen. Next question. Question number 2. One second, please. So in the question number 2, which of the following are called the autotrophs? Which one is the autotrophs? In our 4 options is there. A is animals, B microorganism, C plants, and the insect. We commonly it is known the common microorganism, right? Some exception is that there is a microorganism, but not it is included in here. So our 4 option: animal, microorganism, plants, and the insect. Which one is the right option for question number 2? Now I show you the answer. That is the plants, because plant can perform the photosynthesis, so they are autotrophs. Now question number 3. The mode of nutrition in which the organism make food themselves from dash nutrient. Which one is the right option? Please write down the answer in the live chat box. Autotrophic, heterotrophic, saprophytic or saprotrophic, and phototropic. From which type of nutrition? Okay, all of the students, Koshani, Arushi, Shores, please write down the answer. Your answer, autotroph, is the right option, because in the autotrophs, that means they can produce their food. So the autotrophs is the 3A is the right option. Now question number 4. Select the incorrect statement. Incorrect, right? In that incorrect statement, first option or statement: plant can make their own food. Option B. 2. Animals including the humans cannot make their own food. Raw materials used by the plants to make their food are water, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. So 1 and 2 are the right option. Only 3 are the incorrect option or incorrect. And C, 1 and 2 are the incorrect, and D, 1 and 3 are incorrect. Which one is the right option for question number 4? Please do write down. Okay, now your time is in. I will show the answer. That is the only 3. Why? Because you know that the raw material used by the plant to make their food, that is the water and carbon dioxide, not the oxygen, because the oxygen are produced. So the 3 options is the wrong. Otherwise, these 2 options is the right option. So now it is a quiz for the topic 1. Now we are going to our topic 2. Now we have discussed the topic 2. After the topic 2 is discussed, completed, again the quiz are happening. So please you carefully learn this topic, that is the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a basic process which the plant can produce their own food by the use of carbon dioxide and the water, and this process are happening in the leaf and but presence of the sunlight, because sun is the main source of energy. Now we have discussed this process one by one. So number 1, how the plants prepare their food. We have called the plant as the autotrophs. But now we have discussed some details how the plant can produce their food. Plant produce their food by the process of photosynthesis. So how you define the photosynthesis? So photosynthesis is the process by which plant prepare their own food. So this is called the photosynthesis process. In the photosynthesis process, raw materials are used, that is the water, carbon dioxide, minerals, and chlorophyll and sunlight are the accessories material which help the sunlight. So if you are described like equation format in your photosynthesis, so you can write down that is the CO2, that means the carbon dioxide plus H2O is react together, write down the arrow, and after that you write down the glucose, that means C6H12O6 plus O2. This is the reaction of the photosynthesis process. So water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, minerals and chlorophyll is take the most important role. If directly it is called the raw materials, that is the water and carbon dioxide. Now one by one we discuss this thing. Where is the food made in the plants? What is the location? What is the kitchen of the plant? That is the leaf. Leaves are known as the food factories. But why? Why is the food are prepared in the leaves? Why leaves are called the kitchen? Because food are prepared in the leaf because for the chlorophyll, it is a pigment. Why it is present? It is present in special cell organelles. It is the chloroplast. Now we discuss transportation of water and minerals in the plant. In the photosynthesis process, the water and minerals is the most important two raw materials, but their source are the soil, but kitchen are the leaf. So it is required to transportation from soil to leaves. But how it is happening? Now we discuss this thing. So the roots of the plant absorb the water and minerals of the soil. This is the first step. Next, then transport them to the leaves by the stem and branches. In here, xylem, a most important vascular tissue, are used by the plants to transport this material, water and minerals. Which one the vascular tissue are involved? That is the xylem. So this is the ultimate process by which the plant take the minerals and water and transport it to the leaf. Next, inhalation of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is another raw material. But what is the source of the carbon dioxide? That is our atmosphere. But from the atmosphere, how the carbon dioxide reach into the leaves? Now is the stomata. What is the stomata? Stomata is the very tiny holes or pores present on the surface of the leaf. Generally, stomata are present in the lower surface of the leaf in the dicotyledon plant. On the other hand, in the monocot plant, that is stomata are present in the both surface. So, in the dicot plant like mango, their stomata are present in which surface? In under surface, lower surface, right? So, what is the function of the stomata? Stomata is the wall opening. Two cells, that is called the guard cells, they just cover this stomata. And you know the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere, and by the stomata, plant cell take the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide now reach into the leaves and water also be reaching to the leaves. Now the reaction are happening. But reaction are happening, a source of energy are required. Now we discuss the source of energy for the reaction, that is the sunlight. But sunlight is present in everywhere. But human beings do not take the sunlight, do not trap the sunlight, but plant can trap the sunlight. But why? Because the presence of the chlorophyll in the leaves. What is the chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a substance in green color and present in the leaves of the plant. Not only the leaves, green stem also with the chlorophyll are there. It is green in color pigments, and the chlorophyll not only provide the green color, only their function is not to provide the green color, also important function is that they leaves but also help the process of photosynthesis, because chlorophyll have the capacity to trap the sunlight. So chlorophyll capture the sunlight along with the other raw materials prepared in the food in the leaves. So the two raw materials, water and carbon dioxide reaching to the leaves, and now chlorophyll trap the sunlight. Now the reaction are happening. reaction are happening and the food are prepared, right? So it is the photosynthesis process. But why sun is called the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms? In our earth, main source of energy are the sun. Plants use the solar energy to make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But herbivorous animals like the cow, like the deer, they eat the plants or plant product. So that time the energy is transferred from plants to herbivores, carnivores. The animals, they do not eat the plant. So how they depend on sunlight? Because carnivores, these animals take the food as like animals. Animals are like they take the herbivores for their food. Herbivores are dependent on food, ultimately plant. So all the living organisms directly or indirectly depends on the sun for the energy. So according to this, the food chain are developed in our ecosystem to continue the whole process. From the producer, it is transferred to herbivores, herbivores to carnivores. The energy are transferred by one to another. Right? So this is the most important topic. Now our quiz time start. All of the students are ready for the quiz. Please you write down in the live chat box. You are ready now? Okay. So first question. Which of the following are known as the food factories of the plant? Which one? Write down very fast in the live chat box. So which one is the food factories? Very easy question. Arushi Shobres. All of the students, please write down. Promit, write down your answer. Leaves is the food factories, right? Very good. Now our question number 2. The tiny spores present on the surface of the leaves of the plants are called. Your answer, please write down very fast. Shomajit, Abid, Aniket, all of the students who are now present now in class, please write down the answer. So your answer are the stomata. Stomata is a very tiny spore. And now the third question number 3. The green pigments present in the leaves of the plants are called the green pigments. Which one your name? That is very fast, write down. Very easy question. That is the C answer is the right. Chlorophyll is the green pigments. Now the question number 4. That is the last question in our today's session. The ultimate source of the energy for all the living organisms. That is the oxygen, plant, sun and microorganism. Which one? You write down option. That is the sun. Very good. So now the quiz is completed. So our today's session, I think it is very interesting session for all of the students. If you understand this topic, please you write down in the comment section what are you feel from this today class. So all of the students, thank you very much. And next day the mock test on the day 1 syllabus in the next week classes. Okay. So thank you very much. Wish you best of luck.